We're back. It's been quite a bit actually since I've last played, but I've done a little bit off stream, but I didn't do anything exciting. I just farmed some money, some well-needed money. But I saved, I made it so that before we're about to do some evolutions, you know, the exciting stuff. We're going to level up Monferno into Infernate. Exciting. I've leveled up Maractus and Gyarados to... I level up the things that are their full stage to 40, 41. And then Grovyle right before evolution. There we go. Subtile. I guess I could do Lairon. I didn't really think about that one, but sure. Leveled up into Aggron. Lovely. I suppose I might as well do Coffin and Ekans as well here then. Boom. Wheezing. Arbok. And I don't know if I'm going to do the whole Arvesta thing. That's probably a lot of money, I would imagine. Let's see. How expensive does that get? 94,000, a little too rich for my blood. Because I want to buy a couple of items so we get more spots in the shop opened up. So, let's do recharge speed. Attack grants money equivalent to 3% of damage dealt in gold. Oh my god. Okay, we should probably do that. we should probably do that. Field terrain instead behaves as grass for the holder. Oh, so for like Sceptile or Maractus, you could just get the double damage as if it's in grass. That seems pretty powerful. But okay, first, one thing that I had made the mistake of last time is with our little load and saves. When I made a save, then I added an item to Ampharos, and then when I would load, it didn't actually load the Ampharos with the stun thing on it. So, we need to make sure to not do that. So, how do I give item again? Oh, you must not be deployed, of course. Retire. Data. Item. Why can't he hold that? Alright, well, whatever. Reduce his charge speed. Deploy him back. And now I have to redo this save. Because then if I do this, boom, he doesn't have it anymore. A little annoying, but sure. We'll have to live with it. Okay. Now, I did get a few levels ahead of where I was last off as well. So let's just get this going. While, and speed this puppy up. While I go through some of this stuff. So why can I not, just as a test here, why can I not? So only certain fellas can hold that item? I'm not sure why Aggron couldn't. Like, let's say if I click Gyarados. Well, I won't be able to because it's out there. I don't know how to determine what Pokemon can hold an item or not. I will turn off the auto because I should be doing the money thing. I guess I'll throw it on Maractus for now. If it lets me. It does not. Why does it not let me do that? Wait, why can I give this multiple? Oh, it just moved it. I didn't really want to do that. Huh. Okay, can you hold it? Okay. I'm not sure I understand why certain things can hold that and other things cannot, but sure. We'll have to live with it. Now, what I'm trying to consider here is what, so alright, save. Then I need to do this layout. Okay, so then move this down here, this down here, move this here, move this down here. Saves number 3 for a moment. 2, 3. Okay, so move this guy here, move you here. Save is 2. Now we got our 1, 2. Alright, go again. Get started. So, what I want to know is, can you show me? I want to know about these strangers like me. No, I want to know what point do I stop leveling up versus... I feel like I should probably buy more eggs, because there's still only like 1,000-ish right now. And I kind of like what we got going here as a base team. This has some legs to be quite useful in other levels. I think could be very good. I think basically we're gonna take our newly upgraded team through some of the different areas to see how far they get at this point. I think that'll make a big difference. But I also want to see how this newly evolved, now that I just evolved 3 different Pokemon, how far along the team is gonna get here on Route 1-1. Just, I mean, because why wouldn't I want to see that? Now we're pretty far away from unlocking the 8th position, or the 8th Pokemon to be like deployable. I also haven't really looked up a lot in terms of how much type differences, if they mean anything or whatnot. I want to say it's Gyarados' attack? Someone's attack goes extra on shields, and shields are that blue health bar. For those paying attention at home. But yeah, I mean, Ampharos plus the Maractus Sceptile Corner do quite a bit. The reason I have the Monferno where it is for units that do stick around to help some burn damage over time and such. This team is definitely going to go further than 68 though. After the evolutions. I mean, I didn't look at the stat difference when they evolved to see how much of a difference it was, but I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident. So I'd also say I don't actually know, like, can you beat a, like, what constitutes as beating a route? Is it wave 100, like, you know, level Pokemon maxing out at level 100 type of deal? Don't actually know. I don't think there's a... I mean, I know there's this, but again, I don't know why the gold amulet coin or whatever it's called. I already forget what it's called. How do I look at my, like, items that I own? Oh, when did this get unlocked? Okay, I know we unlocked this one last time, but not this one. Okay, so we'll check out all these 3 places today then. See how things go. Probably gonna buy some eggs, because again, 1,000 is not much. This is the fastest it goes, but yeah, here we go. My throat is bothering me. My voice sounds a little different and or instant stun. Yeah, just a little talking wise. Might be talking a little less than other. What does Chrono do? Once you activate the first wave, your run will be timed. Oh, interesting. Me. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think that's gonna quite solve the... Now, I did also realize that the volume goes up to 20. It was all 10 to start, so I thought it maxed at 10, which is a normal volume type of number, but then I realized it can go to 20. So this is the max, but it's still pretty quiet. Now Masquerade's level is pretty low. Kind of interested in tossing just get it to 40 like everyone else. Just get it to 40 like everyone else, just so it's not lonely. Although I guess Sceptile and Infernape too, we might as well do that. Give me a 5 on this. Give me a 5 on this, that way everyone's at about 40. That way it's even. Okay, here we go. What's the other this screen? Yeah, this is the screen I want. See what's coming up next. We're at wave 68. The double AoE OP here is putting in some big time work. Putting in some big time work. Oh shoot. How can I pause? Not to. Clutch. Clutch. I gotta be ready for that. Jeez. Oh, I saved the team. I did it backwards. I keep doing that backwards. Okay. Alright, back to speed. Save. Alright, 100 Golbat. And 16 Dodrio. That's gonna be tough. We're gonna need some good stuns. It's looking good. Looking good so far. Looking pretty dang good so far. You know what would be nice is if there was a counter or something here of like how much is left maybe? Or like, you know, something like that to track, because I don't know how many Golbat are left at this point. But maybe that's unnecessary anyway. 30 Graveler, 2 Chanseys. Damn, Chansey looking pretty quick now compared to... I guess that's because I have the speed up, but still. Nah, Chansey's got no chance. Got no chance. Damn, his range is huge. Yeah, Route 1-2 is gonna be a bit different than last time, I would wager. Okay, Dodrios. Would appreciate some stuns in here, Ampharos. Alright, I guess maybe I don't need them. I guess not. I did tell you that this team was definitely gonna get a lot farther than 68. Alright, now we got a bit more of a spread. Not really worried about Chimchows or Golbats at all. The only thing that's been sometimes dangerous here is the Dodrios. But still looking good. I feel like... Oh, slow down. We got to remove... Okay, we got him. We got him. I should probably just make a different save that has those in it, huh? That would make sense. Chances. Oh man, here comes the... I think we'll be okay. We may have to switch to team 2. We might not even need it. Don't even need it. Alright, I gotta keep my eyes up here for when the Natu situation is required. That's trick. People, I guess, maybe AoE. I thought there was maybe a point where AoE hit them and then that revealed them, but I don't know how true that was. Because otherwise, if you don't roll something that can do that vision, then you're kind of just screwed, aren't you? Seems not great if that's the case. I just want to see how far this team gets now that it's evolved all the 2 starters and such. Okay, a lot of Golbats and Chanseys. They're probably going to introduce something new at 80, I would imagine. I don't know if the Chansey was at 75 or 70. I forget. It all goes by kind of quick. Nice. Oh man. Jellybirds. We got them. Okay, hold on. Slow down. I'm scared. We haven't seen these fellas yet. Gyarados, get rid of that shield, buddy. Get rid of that shield, will ya? Preemptively move this in here. Nice stun. Alright, we got it. I'm confident. 60 Dodrios. Alright, here we go. Keeping it on slower speed here for some shifting. This is low. That last one was 80. This is 81. Feeling okay. Might have to... Oh, they spaced out? No, we're... So far, we're potentially still okay. Oh! Okay. we're still good. We're still good. Every time I'm just... The game is definitely addicting. Trying to think. So they did Solrock Lunatone. What kind of stuff would they do next? Alright, let's speed it back up for this one. 3 Chansey, 1 Lunatone. I'm feeling pretty good about that. I'm an addict. Alright, well, I mean, let's not go that far, but... Alright, that seems good. Keep an eye on what spawns next. To go to slow or not. No, that's okay. Solrock looks... I guess I just have the speed faster, but it feels like it's faster than the Lunatone was. Okay, similar thing, but both of them now. Annoying that Gyarados seems to keep not shooting the Lunatone shield. Hold on, slow it down. Slow it down. Ah, it's gonna get through. Damn. Okay. Double Lunatone, huh? Alright, so that was the first health loss. Not the best, not the worst. Okay, good hit, Gyarados. It is Gyarados, right, that does the double damage to armor, that's right. God damn, Gyarados, get it together, man. Alright, we're good. We're good. Feel like this is gonna be not a problem. I guess the only problem is if they're distracted by the Grabblers, but the way that these are spawning out looks fine. Alright, speed up. We're good. We're good, we're good. No not too needed. No not too needed. Let's half speed this. Okay. Gyarados getting like 1 or 2 attacks on the Lunatone shield makes a big difference. That's really what I'm keeping my eye on for. Alright, speed up. I would say the Monferno here, or sorry, the Infernape here is the least, you know, it doesn't have any, like, particular synergy or use, it's just kind of there. As a reasonably strong fella. Okay, hold on. Slow down. There's gonna be 9, so I'll need to bring in more. Or I'll need to keep this in for a bit. Almost makes me wanna, what do I have to get to, 25? That's worth it. Just a simple. I'll also save this as the 3rd. Okay, now we can speed back up. They thought they were trying to sneak on me, but I'm keeping my eye over here. Keeping my eye over there. 1, 2, 3. I think that's the last one of those, but I'm not sure. I feel like there was 3, then 2, then 3. So I think there's gonna be one more, right? Never mind. Whoa, Rhyhorn? That's new, and also probably not good. As long as Gyarados gets some hits on the shields. It's looking okay-ish. Convert that over here preemptively. Three. Go, not to go. We may have to let some go through here. We're holding. We're holding, we're holding. Alright, one went through. I think. Or maybe actually Aggron might have sniped it. Okay. Rhyhorns. Wait, Rhydon? Rhydon. I don't, that for some reason, those two, I always flip their names for whatever reason. But hey, we made it past 90 though. I kind of expect us to not actually go the full distance, but we'll see. Yeah, that seems like not great. Just have to give up on those. So that this has a better chance. Feel like we should be able to get these. I know I'm kind of manually doing these now, but that's gonna get through, I think. Not quite enough. Oh. Alright, not bad. It is one of those things, I guess, if you restarted from the beginning, you probably would have more health going into the end and have a chance. Because I restarted from, like, what, 50 there or something? But okay, that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to see how far the team went. Did a good job. The not to changes, that's good. Okay, so, Route 1, 2. Route 1, 2. I mean, I gotta imagine that's... I gotta imagine that's where I want you to be. I gotta imagine this is where probably... Well... There's something to be said. Well, we definitely don't want... I don't think we want Masquerain. I think I kind of want to try... Well... I would expect fire to be good against all the bugs and stuff, but there's part of me that wants to try Wheezing and Arbok? Get the poison stacks early? Something like that? I think if we give Maractus this thing, after recovering a heart, the Pokemon holding this item will have its recharge speed reduced by 50% for the rest of the wave. I don't think that's a thing I can do necessarily. Alright, give you this. Field terrain instead behaves as grass. So that would be here. And then you still here. Then this can be... I guess you want this one here because it can be stunned by Ampharos. I think that's what we want. That's what we want. And then our second slot, I imagine, would be this. And you here. I guess Weezing's the only other one that can go there, so then here, so boom, bam. Everyone's got their items. Let's open an egg, shall we? At Honedge? What do you do? Might I check? Double damage to armor, so just generically good. Okay. Would definitely be good against those Rhydons and stuff. He is a circle shape as well. That's pretty valuable. Let me get Doublade. Fires projectiles up to 2 enemies at once. Deals double damage to armor. That seems pretty good. Seems like a specialist of sorts. It's like the Gyarados, but for not water, kind of. 94,000 is a lot of money. That's gonna be like all my money, so I'm gonna hold off on that. Does no damage though. You're not wrong about that. Holy crap. Doublade's damage is only 97? That does seem low. That does seem low. Let's do one more egg. A Starly! Okay. What do you do, Starly? Sure. I mean, just kind of a guy, I guess. Let's see how this does, shall we? Especially because the first levels here are going to be Easy. Get it running, shall we? I suppose I might as well just buy this and throw it on somebody so we can see. Field terrain instead behaves as water. Okay, that's good for Gyarados and Masquerain. It's also a lot of money. It's a lot more than the field one. The field one was only 25,000. Interesting. Who do I want to give the damage thing to for now? I guess toss it on the Wheezing. Wait, yeah. Just for now. Boy, here. Save it. Because I have to do this to get the item back on it, which is annoying. Alright, get you back here. Not worried about it though. Okay. So this is probably going to take a while. I only went to level 24 before this, huh? So I didn't really have a way to know, I guess, what is a good Pokemon. Besides just reading the abilities and hoping that, oh yeah, that looks good or whatever. What I want to see is, how do you tell if they are a singular targeting Pokemon versus AoE? Like this says circle, but that's just the range. It's not how it's doing the damage like this. I guess if the recharge is really low. Oh no, if the target is area. Okay. If the target is area, that's how you do it. Right. Okay. Yeah, so that's a regular target. This is a available. What does that mean? Available? I don't know if I've seen that yet. Let's do another Pokemon. Ooh, a Lapras. That's fun. Okay. 30% chance to stun, and it's an area. So it's a water Ampharos, basically. That's probably very good. Just gonna instantly invest into that to get it to 40. Because that's just good. Just kind of has to be good. Nice. I haven't looked because I know that this is not going to be an issue just based on how far we just went on Route 1-1, as well as haven't actually been here in a bit. So, another egg, shall we? Pidgey! So now we have Pidgey and Starly. Doubles its range if in mountains, okay. Arguably better than Infernape, perhaps, in this area. There is a bit of an instinct almost to think that, oh, this can't be that good, right? But I don't know. Let's see. Get it to the... I did just use a lot of money to do that, but let's remove and then let's add and let's see how this looks. Holy range! Oh my god. Dude, look how fast it attacks. This is way cooler. We gotta put some respect on the Pidgeot. Okay, so then that means when this gets towards the end of this round, I'll just do this. Then instead where'd the Wheezing go? Oh, it's because we did that. And then I wanted to remove the... Sorry, we gotta load up. Oh, fudge. I messed it up. I messed it up. Stop autoing. I messed up everything. I messed... I don't know why I continue to always mess up how this works. This combination of things, for whatever reason. Okay. Retire. I know there are some hotkeys and things you can do here, but... Okay. Save. Yes. Now... Load this one. Put this back here still for a moment. We will retire this. Okay, that's off. Great. Retire that. Add this in instead. Deploy. Would I rather deploy here or deploy here? Probably here, it hits both of the ends. Okay, and then this would go here, and this would go, I guess, here maybe or something. Okay, save slot 2. Okay, then, just in case, we need a... Honestly, the septile might just be... Probably should just remove. Okay, this is what we should do. As a default, we don't want septile there. We want something that's going to be doing stuff. So instead, we retire septile, remove. We bring in Infernape, probably, and put that, I guess, here. Probably still better. That's number 1. Then, if we load number 2, that's when we do want the septile. Okay. I think this is what I want for now. I think I've had my setup now for a bit. Obviously, the Weezing and Arbok are lower leveled, but we'll see. That was the other thing I want to do. Want to put retire data money. Save. Okay, I turned it off because now I want to do this again and do the money thing because you can't. Well, I guess this money thing's on him, so that's fine. Good enough. Are there other items I have that... Oh, I see all my items. Win a wave with 1 heart remaining. The only way to see the items is by looking here. So the grass thing on Maractus, money on... Oh, I put the damage on Pidgeot, not the money. Whoops. How did I mess that up? But okay. There's gonna be a Delibird, so I can't just throw out that there. Okay, now I can throw you out. Change this to money. I assume this is just gonna be doing pretty good damage, but maybe that's wrong. And then I suppose you do the retire. Can you hold? Actually, what we should do is let it play. Save. Play. And then look at these numbers. Because it kind of, like, in theory, you would almost think that the Weezing and the Arbok won't be doing as much damage, so maybe you would want to put on the higher level Infernape, but it's not even getting to Infernape until later anyway, so maybe it makes more sense to give one of these fellas the damage boost, because why not? But when I'm here, then I guess we want to give you the so much micromanaging of things, huh? Give you a little bit of extra damage. Deploy this, save slot 2, 1, 2, 1. Go. Sorry, folks. I'm just trying to do the right thing. What can I say? By the way, first time level 27? Wave 27, I should say. The Pidgeot attack is pretty satisfying to watch go down. I don't think I would have guessed that Pidgeot's ability would have been double range on mountains. So that's kind of interesting. Seems pretty damn strong, though. I guess just having large range would do that. Not much is getting past this first area so far. Almost... If I wasn't trying to do the poison stacks, I would say that Maractus should probably be there, just because that's where Ampharos is doing the stuns, so in theory, you want to do the most AoE when the stuns are happening or whatever. Still could even be, but the range is a little small, so you would need it in the front, but these guys' range are kind of small as well. Actually, I guess these should switch. Because this can go up the side, and this one's range is just small no matter what. In theory, that makes more sense. I think. What do I know? Okay, so I went for a run today. I forget I think I mentioned that, or maybe I mentioned it before we started, because that's part of why the throat is aggravated, because of the dry, cold air. But I knew that if I didn't go out today, it's gonna get really cold again starting Saturday, so I needed to go out today. Oh shit, a Venomoth. Or Venomoths. That is to say that when I was kind of towards the tail end of the run, because of all the snow and stuff, I do have to be on, like, streets and sidewalks and paths and things. Hold on. Are they getting through? No, not yet. I came up to, like, a part where I had to cross a road that can be busy, and one person stopped for me. Slugma? One person stopped for me, the side closest to me. But then the other side, like 3 cars went, and I'm standing there, you know, like waiting for a car on the other side to stop. And the car that had already stopped for me honked, so naturally I look at them because they honked, and they give me a thing like, go! Buddy, cars aren't stopping. I'm not just gonna run into the road just because you've stopped and the other cars haven't stopped. Why are you pointing at me? You should be pointing at those people that aren't stopping, even though clearly it's not like they can't see that you're stopped and are obviously stopped for a reason. But anyway, when they did that, I finally still, like, to myself, I did like a motion to him pointing at the other cars on the road, like, what do you want me to do? But still, with that, I took like a step into the road, because if you, like, you know, I don't love doing that on that road in particular, but you know, if you threaten you're gonna run into the road, the other cars are more likely to stop, which worked, but I feel like it shouldn't have to be that way. Especially if one car is already stopped. The other car on the other side of the road should already feel guilty that, like, oh, someone's stopped. I should maybe also do that. Anyway, we're at love wave 40. First victory bell. I don't think it's going to be a problem at all. We haven't really had to have Maractus and Infernape do anything, pretty much. let alone go to, you know, position 2. So that's good. Hold? No, we're good. I wanted to look at this to see if maybe I should be doing the amulet on someone else. It looks like potentially Wheezing. I mean, part of the reason Aggron's damage is so big is because it has the lowered cooldown. But that does give some... Though I don't know how the poison damage works, I guess. How does that work? Let's see. By data, item... Grants money equivalent to 3% of the damage dealt in gold. Although I guess Weezin has the damage boost as well, so that might be part of the math there. We got 3 AoE and 3 targeted, or 4 targeted, I guess. Trying to think what would be. I feel like there. I mean, I guess it's not necessarily a mountained area, but it kind of is. It's more than Route 1-1, but it's still mostly been. I mean, Proa Pass you think of as a mountainous fella, and we did see the Slugma, so I imagine we're gonna see a Macargo at some point. I always get that thing's name wrong. Mag Cargo? Mar Cargo? I think it's Mag Cargo, like magma. Either way, let's buy another Pokemon, shall we? Ooh, Chikorita? What do you do? Attacks have a small chance of restoring a heart. Okay. Okay, that's pretty big. That seems like a pretty nice ability, especially because I have 2. After recovering a heart, the Pokemon holding this item will have recharge speed. Restores 1 heart after dealing 25,000 damage. Can only be held by attacks no longer restore hearts. The holder gains 50% damage and minus 50% recharge time. So I have 2 different things that would be good for that. This is like, I guess, generally better, and then this one is better when it triggers, but we don't necessarily know how often it's gonna trigger. Anyone in chat have used that before? Seems like it could be a good one. Not when you're already starting from 0, but certainly when you're doing like the retries, which is what I mostly have been doing. Like on Route 1-1, restarting from 75 or whatever. Get some heals, that seems like it'd be good. The Grabblers are back. Wheezing? What? I mean, I guess the Wheezing is 10 levels above the Arbok, but it seems like a pretty big difference. I guess it also has the item. Fair enough. But yeah, getting hearts, that seems important. That seems like a beneficial ability to have. I'm happy to have the Lapras for another water. That would be great on the Route 1-1 river as well. Kind of put it between the Gyarados and the Masquerain, perhaps? I don't know what you would do though. Get rid of the Aggron, maybe? Then? In exchange for that, I guess? I'm sure there'll be more water levels as well. Oh, 3 golems. Oh, I think we might have to... Okay, first time having to do a little bit of a split there. Oh, wait. My god. Remove. Add. Okay. Back to team 1. Turn off the auto. So we need to make a not to a not to move, a not to save position. So to do that, I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but if I'm doing that, I kind of want it earlier than later. But I guess it would be like, you would do this. Then you save that as 3. And then for 4, you load basically 2. No. No. You load 1. And then you just still remove the infernate. Add the not to. And then put the not to in. And then that's 4. Alright. What a mess. What a mess. So I've over doubled my previous record here. Oh, we got an 8th slot now. Hell yeah. I was about to say, I think we're gonna be getting close to that. Turns out we are. So what do we add in then? And where do we add it? I mean, I guess if you add Farfetched to just increase the crit chance, that doesn't seem like the worst thing, I guess. It's not great, but at least for now, just throw it in there. Just because I know it's a benefit. Otherwise, slow down a little bit while I look at this. Look at the squad. So, Chikorita would be good. I assume it has the healing ability. Don't really need it now. Sceptile in the grass, invisible enemies. I mean, I guess you could just default have the Natu out there as well. That's another What? You guys didn't kill those? You lost 2 hearts there. That's kind of surprising to me. Considering that was after I added this, which should be a net benefit. Yeah, it just increases damage crit chance on all these guys by 3. 33.3. Repeating, of course. This... 2 enemies at once. I mean, double damage to armor is useful, especially for certain fights. I guess I could just kind of treat the Farfetched position as a flex of sorts. Maybe we need to buy another Pokemon, huh? Maybe that's what we need. Oh, a Comfey! Well, hold on. Do I have to move here? No, you look okay. Maybe? Feel like we're okay. Yeah. That looks alright, okay. Comfey. Reduces the charge time of Pokemon within range by 25% at the end of the wave, 5% chance to I mean, that seems really good. Seems like really good, right? Crazy. Just get it to 40 instantly. Yeah. Oh. Damn. That damn stupid thing. Get rid of Farfetched. Add Comfey. Comfey? That seems not great. Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. Alright, turn off the auto. We're in trouble. Are we dead? We're dead. God damn it. Okay, well, now we can at least set up this team part. Because we would want to Add comfy. I imagine here. Maybe. Can't really do... Well, I guess you could put this one here to allow you to put wheezing here. And then you have to do something else for this instead of Arbok because it's not usable. So then you add... Can Infernape even go on the mountain? No. No, it cannot. It probably says that, right? Field and grass. Field mountain, field, field grass, field mountain, field mountain, field grass, field, field mountain, field grass mountain. Masquerain. I guess Doublade then. Can you get a Lois Griffin impression? I don't think so. I don't even. What would I need? What would I say? What would be the thing to say? God, I still feel like Pidgeot down here is better. It hits both spots. Just this doesn't hit anything, which is an awkward thing. I guess you would just have Comfey out to exist. You would save that as 2. You have 1, 2. But now the one you change this to the Comfey. Comfy. Now we do this. I guess here. Damn, your range sucks. You don't do anything? Your range is trash too, huh? We have an item that increases range. No longer restores hearts. Yeah, we don't want that. Recharge speed reduced. Just literally doesn't do any damage, right? We need an item that increases range is what we need. I'm going to buy this because it's cheaper, just to open up a slot. Plus we have a Chikorita to potentially do. Attack is 50% wider? Seems insane. Reduces the number of projectiles to 1, but decreases recharge time by 20% for each launched projectile. Lileep and Credilli cannot hold this item. Well, that makes me want to know what Lileep and Credilli do. Oh. I don't really understand why you can't do that. Why can I not? Oh, the attack is wider, not the range is wider, so that's why. That's annoying. Okay. That is definitely annoying. Oh, do the not when she says 9, 11, and then everyone goes crazy. Yeah, okay, I remember that. Attack is faster. Is that what it was? Undeploy data. Attack is 50% wider. Okay, so is this then instead an Aggron or Ampharos ability? No. What the hell is this thing? Is this a cryogonal ability? Well, whose ability is this for? It must be a cryogonal type of thing, right? Well, now we get a... Okay, hold on. First, save. Deploy. Deploy. You took the item off. This. Deploy. Save. Okay, now for science. Remove. Cryogonal add. Data. Okay, so it has to be like an X pattern then, where it's a column type of thing. Oh, that's not nearly as exciting as I was hoping. That's not nearly as exciting as I was hoping that item was. Yeah, it's a bit of a bummer. The art thing, and then I thought that was gonna be so good. Well, actually, I guess, what does it look like? That is a lot wider. To be fair, that is a lot wider, but it's still not good. Alright, we're not going to redo this one. I was just looking at all of the new stuff that I got here. Increase the number of projectiles by 1. So that'd be what, on like Doublade or something that shoots twice? Honestly, something to be said about this plus Lapras and then just double freezes, or another freeze with Masquerain here would also probably be good. But okay, go to the map. Route 2, 1. We got a lot of things to change here. I'm just gonna retire everyone for a moment. Alright, so we have multiple mountains, so Aggron is in. You're out. You're probably... Oh, I mean, X actually might be good here. No water, I believe. This all is probably good because there is some grass, and then Maractus could be on a thing. Cryogonal Stun would be nice. Pidgeot range on the mountain's probably good here too. Let's see what we got. Oh, Masquerain shouldn't be here. Masquerain shouldn't be here. Get out of here. Let's add... Try adding Comfey. Yeah, that works, because these things are close. And then... Oh, there's only one mountain spot? Oh. Probably this is better? Ampharos there seems good. Cryogonal with the item on it, maybe here. Oh, you gotta do the thing. We don't have that much money. Leave it as it is. Okay, here. Then I want Maractus. I guess here probably good as well, because stuns could be from this and this. Then you go Sceptile here. Probably not running Pidgeot anymore. Infernape's probably fine, I guess. Definitely gonna need to take that off. Give that to... Oh, you need the stun item. What are we doing? Stun item. You have the range. You have that. This needs the... God damn it. What? I should be able to retire. The item thing is so annoying to me. The item thing is so annoying to me, but okay. So now this can be anywhere. This should probably be... Well, it doesn't even need it, I guess, but... Yeah, I guess I can give it something else then. Give it the... Undeploy it! Just give it a power boost. Here. Save for the moment. Okay. Would this be what I want? No, we still need to change something out for Pidgeot, probably. I don't love just having the Weezing to just have the Weezing. I guess we also don't need Comfey to start. So I guess if I do that, then I can add the double poison. I'd rather have both poison or no poison. I guess you could also do the Larvesta with Infernape. That's pretty strong. Does need a lot of money to get to 60 whatever though. So I think we'll probably hold off on that. I also don't really know if it's good, but the Weezing range is bigger. And yeah, unfortunately, the grass kind of makes that tricky, which is just the other reason I maybe don't love it, but... Item-wise, how are we feeling? What items do we have left to potentially throw on, folks? The money. The money certainly matters. Aggron's got the speed. Nothing up here seems bad. Oh, that's because that's where Sceptile goes. Can you can't hold, I still don't understand why certain things can't hold the amulet coin, but sure, I guess. This being here was because it can hit things that are stunned by both Cryogonal and Ampharos. So then I guess, yeah, I guess you're taking the coins for now. Then we're saving. And then, for position 2, we would want stun. We would want maybe just double stun. I don't know. Think. Rather have the wheezing, or would you rather have the? I guess you would rather it be Sceptile if it had the grass thing, but neither of them have the grass thing. Because these are already kind of the best spots. But okay, but then that means we go here, and then when we are in slot 2, we give it the terrain thing, and then that's position 2. And this is here, and then you save slot 2, so we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. And then we're looking at potentially comfy stuff when we lose hearts. Maybe Chikorita's good. I mean, it feels like the starters are all kind of okay. I don't know how small of a chance a small chance is, but let's begin, shall we? See how we do. God damn, it's already been an hour? Maybe we'll have to wait for our 2-2, our first run of 2-2 until next time, but... Oh, whoops. I had unselected that. I definitely remember there being a lot of fast enemies here when we were here last. I'm just observing what I have here in the box. I mean, Pidgeot is strong. If I didn't have good grass stuff, then I'd maybe be interested in like Monferno to burn things, Larvesta do its double damage. I also feel like maybe having might be nice to have 2 fire types for that type of maneuvers. Kind of like how having 2 poison types is good. The problem with the Aggron is that it doesn't really get to stackage damage because, a lot of the time, because things aren't necessarily getting stunned, but it's still probably better than Pidgeot, I would think, just because AoE is AoE. So we got to level 16 here last time? Okay. Excuse me. Whew. Oh man, it's already 350. I was planning on stopping at 4. Maybe we'll see how that goes. What can I say? This game's addicting. Time goes by quick. I don't know. Stuns feel good, so that's why the Cryogonal plus the item feels like a decent idea, but by itself, I don't love the Cryogonal edition. So now, since it potentially, now that I have the item that makes the path wider, there's a reason to, there's a thought process to use that on the Route 1-1 water spot, as well as Lapras. Just have lots of stuns. Because now we could have something in all 4 of those water positions with Gyarados, Cryogonal, Lapras, and Masquerain, which seems like that would be pretty good. Not that Aggron is bad on 1-1, but I kind of imagine that combination of them would be good. I will say, having the Sceptile with the Amulet coin up front feels like that's been a good investment, just because it is attacking. You know, it's one of the first that attack besides Aggron, so Probably gaining me quite a bit of extra money in theory. Who's that? That's Whismer? Whimser? However you're supposed to say it. Thing that evolves into Loudred, I think. These folks aren't doing too much back here yet, but that's alright. Bronzors. That's the other thing about this map in particular is as far as I know, the way that they decide to take the paths is completely random to me. I haven't noticed any patterns, at least, in terms of what decides to go that way or not. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. We're still good. 10 Linoons, we might take some damage here. They're pretty quick. We need some good stuns. No, looks like we're okay. Let's buy a Pokemon. Clauncher! Oh, that's gonna be another water one. Let's take a look. Crits do twice the damage. Can be in the field or the water. So there's definitely, we have a few that are crit focused, I think. It was, obviously Farfetch'd, the Clauncher, and I think the Shieldon? No, someone. Rowlet. Crits do 2 times the damage. So there's a crit build that exists. I gotta imagine that there is an item out there that gives you bigger circle range, which would be good for the Comfeys, the Farfetches, etc. Because it didn't really seem like the levels that were given the Comfey increased its range like at all, which is kind of annoying, but what are we gonna do? Well, how far do I think we'll get here? Maybe to 40? Bronzors are slow. I really have no idea. I haven't done this area too much. Wait, Wheezing attacks twice? Am I stupid? Did I know that? Yeah, I did know that. Okay. But that is also why the poison is better to have multiple of the poisons trigger as soon as possible, like how you want burn as soon as possible, so it can build up. But I mean, I guess you could. I don't even think this can't even be on the grass, right? No, and this can't either. Yeah, because then you could be like, okay, maybe I guess you could put, you know, Sceptile down here and then the other poison here to get the poison stacks early, but you just can't. you actually just can't do that, so. Definitely an AoE OP type of move here. Sun's doing their thing. Ooh, Mightyena? First Mightyena? Loudred's, uh-oh. And the very speedy Delibird that just got deleted instantly. Nice. What's Aggron's attack and speed? Good question. Oh, hold on. 6 Mightyenas. Good. Okay. It is these numbers. And it's an AoE, so that seems, I mean, I would assume Aggron is probably strong because it is a pseudo-legendary. Also, having the Carbos on it is nice, too, for the boosted speed. And then the double range for the mountains. If it didn't have double range, it'd almost be useless. I imagine there might be a number of the mountain Pokemon that almost need that ability, because otherwise, like, it would reach, like, maybe here, barely. So you would basically forego any mountain Pokemon. Oh, we're dead. I don't even have a thing loaded for that. So just dead. Just take those. But turn off the auto so we can make a team for it. Turn off the auto so we can add in the not to. Okay. Make me add in the not to, I'll add in the not to. So, how does one add in said not to? We probably retire. Ninjas being invisible, pretty tricky. It has to be on this. So I think what that means is that it just has to be here to start. Oh, the ninjas are really fast too. Better than try to get a Merc Crow or Haunch Crow. I mean, it's RNG. It's RNG, but I get what you're saying. I'm leaving this spot open because if things start moving so fast, that way I can quickly like go to slow mode and then move this here. It's technically less, you know, optimal or whatever because this is just not gonna really hit anything. But in theory, it's supposed to be a thing that doesn't happen that often anyway. Is the not to, or sorry, is the Merch Crow, Haunch Crow an AoE on Invisible, or is it a, I don't know, something like that? Alright. Gotta keep my, I mean, I guess I could also in theory bring Comfey onto the team because this thing's barely ever attacking anyway. Gives a small chance of that. Yeah, I'll do that for now. If I get the hearts back up to the max, then I'll just switch it back out. Seems like a reasonable move. You know what? I'm surprised. I don't know if it's RNG or, I mean, I guess it is RNG when you open the Pokeballs, but in the enemies, there's been plenty of Gen 1, and I guess I have Arbok and Weezing, but, you know, haven't seen any of the Kanto starters, which is a little bit of a surprise. Infernape's got that. Okay, alright. Keep my eye on this. Now we're good. Monferno cleans up. Monferno cleans up. Oh, oh! I don't know, something about the way it's walking reminds me of the OG episode that leads to Charmeleon, or Charmander evolving into Charmeleon, if you recall that one, where there's all the Executor that get kind of like they use confusion on each other basically, and then like stampede through the town, and it's a whole thing. It's a good episode. I feel like we should still be okay here. Half speed. Just at the last second adjustment. Just the last second adjustment. Alright. It's pretty bad luck. Damn. Damn. That last one got through. No invisibles, no invisibles. I guess the Comfey needs to stay out for the whole round probably, right? To have the chance of the heart recover. I don't know if there's an animation that happens or something at the end of the wave. You do need it out at the end of the wave. Mighty Ennas are mighty annoying. Oh, I don't know if that counted as getting out in time. The Comfey or not. Wait, I think I did heal. Didn't I have 4? I thought there was 4. Like 4 damage. Okay, no invis, no invis. The mighty Hyenas are definitely one of the bigger problems. I think one's getting through here. Yeah, one's getting through. I probably could have switched to Team 2 to kill and then bring back Team 1 because the Bronzors are so slow. But, oh. Oh, okay. There's still some of these left, I guess. Didn't realize. They did the Linoons and Mighty Hyenas first. Bunch of fast enemies, but we do kind of okay against the fast enemies because we do the AoE damage. But if there's kind of a balance where, especially if they take the short path, that's bad. I can't really switch back at this point. Well, now I can. 5% chance of HP. Nothing here. Oh, looks so we went past my estimate, which was like 40. Looks like we're gonna get to 50 at least. I guess when we have a full health bar, that also kind of makes that go longer as well. I'm probably going to leave things. I'm kind of probably not slow down as much, just because we're getting a little long on this session. We're up to 140. A Shroomish! That's a cute one. What do you got, Shroomish? Attacks have a small chance of healing, and it's targeted. So... attacks have a small chance of restoring 1 health. Okay, so just... you could have like a heal team almost, but kind of awkward because, well, I guess like when you go past maybe like a sort of boss wave, like wave 50, right? Then the next wave sometimes is not as hard, so you could kind of switch to that. Okay, Magneton. Something to be said about that. Chikorita, Shroomish, Comfey, healing team, get your hearts back. Or you could also, I guess, when you do the retries and you start with only 7, you start with a team that's better for healing to like boost the health up more. One got through. But like I said, I'm gonna keep it on max speed. I'm going to commit to keeping it on max speed here. Even if it means we lose quicker, which looks like is gonna be the case. Yeah, probably should have hit number 2. We would have saved a heart there, I think. So Mighty Hyenas and Executors are problems, especially if the Mighty Hyenas take the fast path. I gotta imagine what is this? The Squirtle thing here, plus just Lapras would probably be better than a lot of other options that I have on the team here. I guess with that in mind then, because it doesn't seem, we're kind of losing all our health. We should just bring in Pidgeot instead of the Comfey, because we're not really benefiting from that. So seems reasonable. Seems reasonable. It's weird. One thing weird about this level to me is that it looks like it should be more mountainous, just because there's all the elevation changes here, but you can actually only use one mountain Pokemon. compared to Route 1-2, for example, which also has, I feel like, a similar amount of elevation gain, like in the image, but there's like 5 different spots or whatever. So I don't know. What do I know? But yeah, I imagine all of the items that do the whole lets person with terrain do a thing terrain, they're probably all very much worth it. Balloon. This item what did I just say? What did I just say? Increases range by 60. Can only be held by Magikarp or Gyarados. That seems awesome. Kind of shocked that that last Mightyena guy got through. But okay, those are some obvious improvements and upgrades we can do immediately. But we're gonna let ourselves die here, which is fine. Alright, so there we go. So I'll probably do some runs of some of these areas just to farm some money. But look at this, we upgraded, we got a new spot. Is that grass? I think that's just all grass. It's wintry too. Cool. And then this water place, water right in the middle, that'll be good for Gyarados. I do want to, let's take a moment before we depart here. Let's take a look at that Gyarados range. I guess you can't do it here. Let's go here. Let's take a look at that Gyarados range if I give it that item. Pretty sweet, but... Oh, did I not buy it? Yeah, we want to... I can farm some money off the stream. Not to be like OP or whatever, but just to... I want to see what this looks like. Holy range! Oh my god! Yeah, I think that's a bit of an upgrade, folks. I think that's a little bit of an upgrade. God damn. Increases burn duration by 20. Can only be held by Torkoal. Interesting. Yeah, so it's an interesting balance to try to hold, but as far as mindlessly letting the auto go to farm money, but then also not just buying everything. Who got range? Gyarados did, because it got the fishing line item. Look at how insane this is now. I think I had even wondered if this item, if there was a thing that made this range bigger. Oh no, I think I had asked if leveling up made the range bigger. Apparently. Oh, that's an interesting... Are you seeing that? Hold on, look at the Masquerain. And there's like a horizontal darker pixel. Okay, it's not just because Masquerain is there. That's just the circle has a graphical glitch of some sort or something there. That's weird. Interesting. Okay. Lot of things that we have. We both have upgrades here. We got items to change in. We got Pidgeot, which I think is pretty good. Lapras, which is going to be amazing. The Cryogonal item that increases its range is good as well. Have the makings of some healers. Some more crit potentials going on. I'm excited. I don't actually know what's supposed to be good or not, but now we got multiple other places to try as well. We didn't even get to 2-2, which I think was going to be amazing with Lapras plus Gyarados. And then I guess you can even throw in Cryogonal in the middle too. And now we have those items. We have like every item that lets you like fly and stuff. We got the allows field grass people in mountains. We got the field instead behaves as waters for putting water types on land. We got the thing that makes non-grass grass. Got a lot of things going on. Also the money item, I think, I don't know how much it's gained me. I don't know if there's a way to even tell that, but still. Anyway, I'm excited to do more. Let me know what you think, I guess. Should I just invest in the stuff that I have? How many more Pokemon, like, you know, at what price do I stop buying? I imagine 3,000 is not that high, but like maybe when you get to 10,000, then maybe you kind of slow your roll. And then also there's kind of the thing of like, do you kind of just keep buying items to have items? I don't know how fair that feels, but we'll see. Yeah, I get to 10k. Okay. I kind of liked spreading out, throwing in a couple of egg buys every now and then to spice things up while we were waiting, especially when we were on like the early stages of 1-1 and 2-1 and whatnot. But cool. Also, I guess kind of lucky that I got a not too early. I don't know if maybe they have something working the RNG in the back end that if you didn't have something that spots invisibles, they kind of bump that percentage chance up or something when you open an egg, but I guess now every time I go into an area, I have to like set up 3 teams. One where it's like everything at the front, one where it's kind of everything at the back, and then one that's not too, you know, notifying invisible types and stuff. But cool. I'm still enjoying myself and just chatting while we're going through it and everything, and then buying stuff, buying Pokemon, buying items, levels, etc. Knowing when to stop buying levels is a little tricky. I guess I've found my own personal like stopping around 40 for whatever reason, because then it starts feeling like it costs a lot. But I don't know. Let me know. I'm sure other people are playing this game, but it's time to go. So I'll see you in the next Pokepath adventure.